As we just mentioned, if you are a fan of psychological thrillers, but with lots of humor, then you must see Job. Actor Peter Friedman, who you may recognize for so many things, Frank Vernon in HBO Succession, and then of course the wonderful Lemmon, who played the character Jennifer, have joined forces, and they are here with us today.
Oh my gosh, both of them star as leading characters about a millennial worker on leave from her tech job and a baby boomer who is a crisis therapist. But where does the dark story begin, and how exactly does it all go down? Well, this is where we bring in Peter Friedman and Lemmon. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Wow, I've heard so many stories about this, and they said, you know, literally, like I said over there, buckle up because you are in for a ride.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what the job is all about.
Go, girl.
So it's like you've mentioned, it's just two characters sort of locked in this situation they find themselves in unexpectedly, and they're trying desperately to get through the day, but as new information pops up, it gets harder and harder and harder to move forward.
If that sounds sort of skeletal, it's because we don't want to give anything away.
Of course not.
Of course not, of course not. What drew you to this show and these characters? Because it is partly nefarious, partly, gosh, that could conceivably happen.
It's the script, it's the words, it's Max Friedlich's script. He mentions many things that we're used to every day, both for people my age and for people Sydney's age, but he puts them in such a clever way and such a succinct way that you go, I was going to say that, you know, but I never was smart enough, you know.
Yeah.
What's interesting is, Sydney, you actually auditioned for this on Zoom?
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
I mean, I feel like a lot of actors have had to acclimate to everything sort of happening with self-tapes and on Zoom, and this was, I guess, sort of coming out of the pandemic. So it was tough. I had like a hairbrush that I was using to symbolize the gun, pointing it at the little screen.
Was it a round brush?
It was a paddle brush.
Paddle brush.
I could have been more accurate. I could have gotten a comb, but no, it was a
It's those hard questions that I
I
really
mean,
enjoy.
I went to the Columbia Journalism School. That's what they taught.
I see.
So but you brought it to life, clearly.
tried to just use the imagination, and it, just as Peter was saying, the words are so exciting and the parts are so juicy. So I think I was just really lucky to get the part and get to do it.
Well, you've got some good DNA running,
A little bit.
coursing through your veins. Your grandfather, Jack Lemmon, your father, Chris Lemmon, both were actors, and we heard they tried to dissuade you from acting. Yeah.
I think that my dad was just kind of realistic. He was like, if there's anything else that you like, do that. But I don't know. There wasn't anything else I liked.
But aren't you glad she decided?
She's really
Because
good.
now you get to work with her.
This woman is good.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, one of my favorite partners ever. Yeah.
I love
Really?
that. I mean, okay, done. You can put that on your CV. You're done with all this business.
I'm
Peter,
blushing.
you know, I wanted to come in here not liking you because you really pissed me off in Succession. You know, one day I liked you, the next week
What
I
did
didn't
I
like
do? I didn't do anything nefarious. Everybody else did, and I'm like the voice of reason.
Ish.
But I'm there, so I'm sort of complicit, right?
Sort of. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
For joining us.
Thank you.
Continued
Best
success.
of luck with the show.
Can't
you
wait
so
for your
much.
next Zoom audition.
Oh, thanks.
What
What
was
kind of
she
breath?
right
What
exactly?
did you use that? A straightening iron?
Nice.
Right.
You should
never
use the
know.
blow dryer.
That's a good idea.
I'm here to help whenever you need. Thank you both so much.
Job is
Thank
currently
you.
playing at the Hayes Theater through October 27th. Thanks again.